Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 758th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 435,760 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,050 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 12 tanks, 19 armored combat vehicles, 36 artillery systems, 75 drones, 39 cruise missiles, 57 vehicles and 19 pieces of special equipment. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 57 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 87 missile and 110 airstrikes, carried out 39 multiple launch. Today, the enemy has conducted the largest attack lately. In the combined attack, the occupiers launched 63 drones and 88 missiles of various types. This resulted in power supply problems in a number of regions. The enemy specifically targeted Ukraine's energy facilities. The Ukrainian Air Force launched airstrikes on 13 concentrations of troops, weapons and military equipment of the occupiers. The Ukrainian missile forces hit 2 concentrations of troops, 1 air defense system and 4 important targets of the Russian invaders. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports Ukraine launched drone attacks on 12 Russian oil refineries, some deep inside Russia, disrupting at least 10% of their refining capacity. This is causing economic damage and may take time and money to repair, especially with sanctions making it harder to get replacement parts. Russia plans to use air defense systems to protect refineries, but it's unlikely they can defend everything. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Russian forces conducted the largest series of combined drone and missile strikes targeting Ukrainian energy infrastructure since the start of the full-scale invasion during the night of March 21 to 22. Russian strikes against Ukrainian energy facilities may aim to degrade Ukrainian defense industrial capacity, and Russian forces are likely trying to exploit Ukrainian air defense missile shortages in a renewed attempt to collapse Ukraine's energy grid. Russian forces will likely continue offensive operations through spring 2024 while preparing for an expected offensive effort in summer 2024. Although Russian forces will likely struggle to launch a concerted large-scale offensive operation in multiple operational directions in Ukraine at the same time. Russian forces likely seek to exploit current Ukrainian material shortages while preparing for efforts that will force Ukraine to expend a sizable portion of the Western security assistance it may receive in the coming months. The Ukrainian military command appears to be prioritizing rotations for frontline units but will have to address additional manpower challenges if Ukrainian forces are to seize the initiative even on a localized basis in 2024, as Ukrainian senior military officers say they hope to do. Russian authorities reportedly intend to significantly expand crypto mobilization efforts starting in spring 2024 amid reports about significant decreases in the number of voluntary recruits. Verstka reported that select Russian officials stated that the Russian military command hopes that increased force generation will allow Russian forces to conduct a future offensive operation to encircle Kharkiv city. Such an operation would pose significant challenges both to the Russian forces responsible for the effort and to the wider Russian campaign in Ukraine, however. This Islamic State claimed responsibility for a mass shooting and bombing at a concert venue in the suburbs of Moscow on the evening of March 22. Ukrainian Verkhovna Rada human rights ombudsman Dmytro Lubinets reported on March 22 that Ukrainian authorities helped return another 9 Ukrainian children to Ukrainian-controlled territory from occupied Ukraine and Russia. The Moscow Military Registration and Enlistment Office has reportedly begun to issue electronic summonses for the spring 2024 Russian conscription cycle. Russian forces recently made confirmed advances near Kreminna, Avdiivka, Donetsk City, and the Donetsk-Zaporizhia Oblast border area amid continued positional engagements along the entire line of contact. In Zelensky's nightly address spoke about the aftermath of Russian attacks across the country. Many regions were hit and critical infrastructure like the energy system was damaged. Rescue and repair efforts are underway to restore essential services. Zelensky highlights the heroism of emergency workers, engineers, and others involved in the recovery. Zelensky criticizes a lack of political will from partner countries to provide Ukraine with sufficient air defense systems, which he sees as crucial to stop the attacks. He commends countries that are actively supporting Ukraine and discusses efforts to hold Russia accountable for the war. His message concludes with gratitude to all those defending Ukraine and fighting for its independence. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.